Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
Although the $1 trillion, again, I come back to the announcement yesterday from Massa. That was money that was coming here anyway, no offense, but where else was it going?
You could, yeah, look, I think that that's totally true. I think the most important thing is we don't have the workers for this stuff. I mean, what are you kidding?
Well, he's just like investing in companies, so it's not.
No, but I'm saying, like, the idea that we have the workers, and we do not have a good birth rate, a robust birth rate. We do not have enough workers. We're going to have immigration reform. You know, you want to create jobs, what you need are people to fill them, and we don't have it.
All right, you're back on the robots.
Period.
You need the robots.
Okay?
Get us some robots.
You need to unload a truck with a robot instead of 5 people. Why do we have to go? I never understand why we have to go.
It's good. It's all for the good.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, you know, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, you know, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in an ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told told his members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. And they finally start to cut rates. And we know Japan is going to start raising rates. And those trillions of dollars that are sitting in money market accounts are going to start flowing over to the emerging markets. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up, and we have Bitcoin just keeps hitting a new high. And right now we have stocks down. And I see this reversing tomorrow because we know we have Jerome in the house. And they like the markets to look good. Now don't forget we have options tomorrow. And then we have futures contracts ending next Friday. So this week and next week is going to be a roller coaster ride. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. So make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now are up. We have the dollar continues to stay strong. And we know once Trump gets into office, he wants a weak dollar. And then we have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether, Invest, and Mika compliant stablecoin issuer, StabIR. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. We have the repo hitting another low, 110 billion. Yesterday, make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And then we have Jerome in the house tomorrow. And we know the bond market is telling us they are going to do this 25 basis point cut, even though the Fed always says they're data dependent. If they're data dependent, they would definitely pause. And next year, we're going to run into a lot of events that are going to cause inflation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And the inflation that we have right now is all corporate greed. It's an illusion of choice. We know a handful of companies own everything. They just go by 1,000 different names. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, make sure you watch the video I did last night. I apologize for the cutoff yesterday. For some reason, my computer didn't download the full video. But we had Michael Saylor promoting stablecoin regulation. Remember, he was promoting the big banks to come into crypto. And we know that's the opposite of what Bitcoin stood for. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs right now up. And we have Grayscale just announced the launch of Horizon Trust. So guys, what do I teach you? Follow the money. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Avalanche 9000 upgrade goes live, reducing costs and making it easier to launch Avalanche subnets. Also, we have the SEC approves crypto wallet maker Exodus to list on New York Stock Exchange American tomorrow. And we know how important self-custody is going to be in the fourth industrial revolution, especially when you're talking about quantum computing. Now we have Eliza Labs behind blockchain-powered AI 16Z bot, partners with Stanford to study autonomous crypto AI agents. And we know for a fact they don't need to study this. Only thing they want to do is to improve it. These robots, algorithms, and drones have the ability to take over the economy. And now, due to these digital assets, they'll be able to pay each other without a human involved. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, guys, we have Ripple XRP RLUSD is launching today. And we see XRP and XLM getting that pump. Don't forget they move together, especially for you traders. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.